We are at the Woodlawn Cemetery today, and we're going to show you a little plotted area called Showmen's Rest. So let's check it out.
Right there.
So this is Showmen's Rest. The Showmen's League of America maintains the plot and has erected this monument in memory of the departed showmen who lie here. So as part of this plot, again, this plot was purchased in 1917 by the Showmen's League of America, and unfortunately in 1918 there was a circus, the Hagenbeck-Wallace Circus, was on their way by train to Hammond, Indiana, and they were scheduled to perform there in, I think it was June?
Yeah, June 22nd.
of 1918, and they had to stop their train on the track
For technical difficulty, something overheated.
Yeah, something had overheated. They had to stop their train. They did flares, red lights, all of that, to warn anybody coming up to this train that it had stopped. But unfortunately, there was a man driving a train. He just neglected to see any of that stuff and ended up hitting the back of the train.
Supposedly he was fired before for falling asleep while conducting other trains, so who knows, he might have been asleep.
Yeah.
I've read a couple different online things saying he was asleep, so she just read one saying he just blew through, like, stop, the stop signs are called red lights on the train, in the train world. So
his front end hit the back end of the circus train, and it killed over 80 people.
They're buried here at Showmen's Rest, and they basically dug a mass plot and buried a lot of these people. And a lot of the graves from the people that were working on the circus they say unknown because they didn't know who they were.
Yeah, what I read is that the town before, on their way to Hammond, where they had performed, they picked up a bunch of new showmen or show people to help in Hammond.
Basically workers for the circus, setting up tents, tearing down, just like carnies and
so they didn't know really their names. They were new to the circus. So unfortunately, all of their graves say unknown. So it says unknown male, unknown female with a number. So that's quite sad. So we're gonna show you some of those.
There's two that don't say, unknown, and they're right here. I guess this guy his nickname was Baldy, or he was just maybe a sideshow performer that was bald.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find any information about it. 4-horse driver. Who knows what this guy did? Maybe he drove the horse carriages for the clowns, or who knows.
Yeah, and some of the people, they do have names. So they have Frank Harris, and then they have Earl Berry. And then here starts the unknown male. So it looks like they start with number 19, and it continues on.
We won't show them all though.
Yeah, we'll just show this.
But if you Google this and you look up, there's a photo of a mass grave that they dug and basically laid all these people to rest, and then they, pretty sad.
Yeah, to lose over 80 people to someone not paying attention.
They missed that day's performance in Hammond, but they made the following performance in Beloit. So the show must go on, they say. So when you pull up to Woodlawn Cemetery in Forest Park, Showman's rest plot is marked by 4 of these elephants, one on each corner, and then there's a larger elephant in the middle, and they all say, you know, I can't see it, Showman's Rest. So that's how you know you're here. Supposedly, with every cemetery is haunted. This one's no exception. People say they hear phantom elephants at night. Could just be the road traffic or...
Yeah, it is near Brookfield Zoo, but they haven't had elephants in years. So.
Yeah, so I think this could be a superstition because...
Yeah, most likely.
Elephants. Elephants are cool.
But yeah, this is, there's still plots available, so I'm assuming that the Showmen's League of America still accepts memberships and allows people to be buried here.
Yeah, I mean, so if you want to compare respects to circus performers and showmen and showwomen, and see the pretty unique unknown marked graves of this tragic accident, coming out to Forest Park. We parked right in front of the plot. There's no one else here.
I haven't seen one car.
I haven't seen one car come by. I've been here probably about 3 or 4 times in the last 10 years, and every time I've come, no one has been here. So this is pretty cool to get some photos of these elephants if you're really into that kind of stuff. And I know actual train wagons from that circus are in Wisconsin at that museum. What's that museum called there? Carpetbagger went there. He was just there.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I know that...
Ooh.
I read that they're, well, maybe I'll look and put in there, but if you Google Wisconsin and circus museums, there's actual wagons from this time period there, so if you want to come check that out. And there's a clown museum up there too, so yeah. Well, bye.
Well, bye.
You'll know.
Blooper.